Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Radha Madhava Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Radha Madhava Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivara Hari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivara Hari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivara Yashodanandana Brajadana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajadana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivara Dhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivara Dhari Yashodanandana Brajadana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajadana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Radha Madhava Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Radha Madhava Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare. Jai Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe. Jai Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe. Jaya Radha Damodar Radha Damodar Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jai Jai Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Gaura Pimanandi. Jai Shripad Paramahamsa. Sri Radhikacharya Stotra Satta Sri Srimad His Divine Grace. Shila Bhai Charan Arvind Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki. Skandi BT Founder Acharyas Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada Ki. Namacharya Sri Haridas Thakur Ki. Samabhata Bhakta Vrinda Ki. Hari Nam Sankirtan Ki. Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam Ki. Jainitai Gauda Primanande. All glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to Sri Guru and to Sri Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Om Agyanatimirandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Taksurundaritam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Juta Parakamalam Sri Gurun Vaisnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatan Vitam Swam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakanditam Scha Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kansana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Suti Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vansakalpa Tarubhyasya Kripa Sindhu Vyaivacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Saiva Narotamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraya. Before reciting the Srimad Bhagavatam, which is our very means of conquest, let us first offer respectful obeisances unto Narayana, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, unto Narayana Rishi, the supremmost human being, unto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and unto Srila Vyasadeva, the author. Nasta Prayeshabhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Utamasloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki. By regularly hearing the Srimad Bhagavatam and by rendering a service unto the pure devotee, all that is troublesome within the heart becomes destroyed or practically to nil, and loving devotional service unto the Supreme Lord, whose praise with transcendental songs becomes established as an irrevocable fact. Idam Bhagavatam Nama Puranam Brahma Samhitam Uttama Charitam Chakara Bhagavan Rishi Nishreyasaya Lokasya Dhanyam Swasyayanam Mahat. This Srimad Bhagavatam, known as the Granthara, the king of all Vedic literatures, is the literary incarnation of God. It is compiled by the incarnation of God as Srila Vyasadeva. It is meant for the ultimate good of all people. It is all successful, all blissful, and all perfect. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Surabhyaya Namaha Om Surabhyaya Namaha Om Surabhyaya Namaha Mukam Karoti Vasaram Pangom Langayate Girim Yadkripatamaham Bande Sri Gurum Dinataranam Yadkripatamaham Bande Sri Gurum Dinataranam. Hare Krishna. Welcome to our Bhagavatam class, and we are continuing in the first canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam, chapter 3, entitled Krishna is the source of all incarnations. And today we are looking at text number 30. Yes, 37. Text 37. Na chasya kaschin nipunena dhatur avaiti jantuhu kumanisa uttihi namani rupani mano vachobhihi santanvato nata charyam ivajnaha. Nachasya kaschin nupena Nachasya kaschin nupenena dhatur Nachasya kaschin nipunena dhatur Avaiti jantu kumanisha uttihi Namani rupani manovachobihi Santan vato natta charyam ivajnaha. न चस्य कश्चिन् निपुणेन धातुर अवैति जन्तु कुमनीष उतिः न मा निरूपानि मनोवचोभिः सन्तं वतो नत्तचर्यं विवज्नः न चस्य कश्चिन् निपुणेन धातुर अवैति जन्तु कुमनीष उतिः न मा निरूपानि मनोवचोभिः सन्तं वतो नत्तचर्यं विवज्नः न चस्य कश्चिन् निपुणेन धातुर अवैति जन्तु कुमनीष उतिः न मा निरूपानि मनोवचोभिः सन्तं वतो नत्तचर्यं विवज्नः न चस्य कश्चिन् निपुणेन धातुर अवैति जन्तु कुमनीष उतिः न मा निरूपानि मनोवचोभिः सन्तं वतो नत्तचर्यं विवज्नः न चस्य कश्चिन् निपुणेन धातुर अवैति जन्तु कुमनीष उतिः न मा निरूपानि मनोवचोभिः सन्तं वतो नत्तचर्यं विवज्नः न not cha and asya of him kaschit anyone nipunena by dexterity dhatuhu of the creator avaiti can know jantuhu the living being Kumanishaha with a poor fund of knowledge Utihi activities of the Lord Namani his names Rupani his forms Manavachobihi by dint of mental speculation or deliverance of speeches Santanvataha displaying Natacharyam a dramatic action Iva like Ajnaha the foolish. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. The foolish with a poor fund of knowledge cannot know the transcendental nature of the forms, names, and activities of the Lord, who is playing like an actor in a drama, nor can they express such things neither in their speculations nor in their words. Kindly repeat after me. The foolish with a poor fund of knowledge cannot know the transcendental nature of the forms, names, and activities of the Lord, who is playing like an actor in a drama, nor can they express such things neither in their speculations nor in their words. Purport. No one can properly describe the transcendental nature of the Absolute Truth. Therefore, it is said that he is beyond the expression of mind and speech. And yet, there are some men with a poor fund of knowledge who desire to understand the Absolute Truth by imperfect mental speculation and faulty description of his activities. To the layman, his activities, appearance and disappearance, his names, his forms, his paraphernalia, his personalities, and all things in relation with him are mysterious. There are two classes of materialists, namely the fruitive workers and the empiric philosophers. The fruitive workers have practically no information of the Absolute Truth. And the mental speculators, after being frustrated in fruitive activities, turn their faces towards the Absolute Truth and try to know him by mental speculation. And for all these men, the Absolute Truth is a mystery, as the jugglery of the magician is a mystery to children. And being deceived by the jugglery of the Supreme Being, the non-devotees, who may be very dexterous in fruitive work and mental speculation, are always in ignorance. With such limited knowledge, they are unable to penetrate into the mysterious region of transcendence. The mental speculators are a little more progressive than the gross materialists or the fruitive workers, but because they are also within the grip of illusion, they take it for granted that anything which has form, a name, and activities is but a product of material energy. For them, the Supreme Spirit is formless, nameless, and inactive. And because such mental speculators equalize the transcendental name and form of the Lord with mundane names and form, they are in fact in ignorance. With such a poor fund of knowledge, there is no access to the real nature of the Supreme Being. As stated in the Bhagavad Gita, the Lord is always in a transcendental position, even when he is within the material world. But ignorant men consider the Lord one of the great personalities of the world, and thus they are misled by the illusory energy. Translation again, the foolish with a poor fund of knowledge cannot know the transcendental nature of the forms, names, and activities of the Lord, who is playing like an actor in a drama, nor can they express such things neither in their speculations nor in their words. So Krishna confirms this, of course, in the Bhagavad Gita, when he explains that those who are materialistic minded, those who cannot accept where's that verse? Yes, 9/11. 9/11. Avajananti mam mudha manushim tanumasritam param bhava ajananto mama bhuta maheshwaram. Which translates as follows: fools deride me when I descend in the human form. They do not know my transcendental nature and my supreme dominion over all that be. So, no one can understand the appearance and the activities of the Lord. That's also confirmed in the Nectar devotion. Tata Sri Krishna Namadi na bhavet grayam indriyai sevan mukhe ijivado swayam eva spuratyada. That verse is nicely explaining that with our, how is it possible? With matter, with material instruments, with material senses, with material eyes, with material intelligence, how we can understand things of the transcendental realm. We cannot understand, even we cannot understand fully the material creation, how the material manifestation is functioning. So, so therefore, most people, especially those who are, let's say, scholars, people who are intellectual in different universities, sometimes they study nectar devotion, they study some of the works of the Goswamis of Vrindavan, they study Bhagavad Gita. So many people have written their commentary on the Bhagavad Gita, but because they're not devotees, they don't know, they cannot understand the actual nature. Krishna explains also, as quoted often by Srila Prabhupada, that his appearance and activities in the material world, they're all transcendental. Janma karma samay divyam evam jogati tatvataha tyaktva deham punar janma naiti mam eti sarjuna. So one needs to develop what is called transcendental vision. Transcendental vision. How this transcendental vision is developed. It is developed by purified consciousness. Transcendental vision or transcendental knowledge is actually possible only by the mercy of Krishna. That is also in the first canto, when it is explained how to gradually transcend the modes of material nature. How to become situated in the mode of goodness. How to bring the mind to become peaceful. Evam prasanamanaso bhagavat bhakti yogataha bhagavat tattva vijnanam mukta sangasya jayate. Bhagavat tattva vijnanam is above ordinary knowledge. Ordinary knowledge is called jnanam. One can acquire ordinary knowledge, but one cannot so easily acquire vijnanam, transcendental knowledge. So therefore, whole Vedic culture is training us how to at least come to the mode of goodness. Mode of goodness, to be fixed in the mode of goodness means to no longer be influenced by rajas and tamas. Kali Yuga especially, Rajagun and Tamagun are very, very strong. And that is one of many reasons why Srila Prabhupada, he wanted that devotees live together. If devotees who are practicing, who are performing their sadhana bhakti, that is the beginning. By performing sadhana bhakti, by living together, associating, then the mode of goodness, Satagun, will gradually manifest more and more. And when devotees, the more devotees are situated in the mode of goodness, they can have nice relationship. We see many problems about relationship. Actually, the whole world is full of relationship problems. Even we have relationship problem among devotees. So unless we reach certain levels of purification, then we will continue to have relationship problem. Sambandha gyan. We are lacking in sambandha gyan. Whole Vedic culture is teaching us about sambandha gyan. That we are jiva, our aham brahmasmi, our nature is that we are spiritual. We are eternal spirit souls. And actually, we were reading yesterday or the day before how this body, actually, this body is secondary. We must not become overly preoccupied. That's why month of Kartik is to help us minimize our bodily necessities. There are practices, there are vrata. The whole month of Kartik is called Damodar Vrata. Damodar Vrata. Taking some vows. Actually, animals cannot take vow. Animal cannot practice tapasya. Tapasya is only possible in the human form of life. Actually, human form of life is especially meant to perform tapasya. Tapasya means actually to become disciplined, to control the lower self. Lower self means the senses, the mind, to control the lower self by the higher self. Control the senses by the mind, and control the mind by the intelligence, and control the intelligence by spiritual knowledge, by spiritual intelligence. So spiritual intelligence we find in Shastra, we find in Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam. So if we are unable to develop transcendental knowledge, then we cannot. That's why the whole world today is countries are fighting, and people are fighting because lack of transcendental knowledge, lack of transcendental vision, and that begins, yes, with this whole aspect of um, sambandha, which is very very basic and very essential. Without sambandha, without proper um, relationship, without establishing proper relationship, then we cannot perform proper activity. Uh, just like Prabhupada gives example, after his Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati left the planet, although he had given instruction for his disciples to work together to form a governing body, they did not, and so they started fighting. They could not, the whole mission, the whole Gaudiya Mat became very divided. And to this day, there are divisions. So, Sambandha is preliminary, and our acharyas, they speak in detail, they speak very extensively about Sambandha. So this verse is explaining that due to a poor fund of knowledge, materialistic people, either we say karmis, those who are engaged in fruitive activities, or those who are engaged in mental speculation. The karmis, the gyanis, even the yogis, because they are on the bodily platform, they cannot be successful in their activities. They cannot attain happiness or satisfaction. Therefore, bhukti, mukti, siddhi, kami, sakale, ashanta. Shanti, shanti, peace, peace of mind. Ashanta, no peace. So, Krishna bhakta niskama ataiva shanta. So, because the devotee, Krishna bhakta, is niskama, not acting on the bodily platform, not acting for the purpose of sense gratification, but being conscious, cultivating this awareness, this consciousness that I am Krishna's eternal servant, and I should engage this body in Krishna's service. What is Krishna's service? Is understanding what is Krishna's mission. What is Krishna's mission? That is revealed by the acharyas. Srila Prabhupada has nicely introduced and explained what is Mahaprabhu's mission. And it begins by every single devotee endeavoring every day to be regulated, to be disciplined, to be conscious, to be responsible, to be engaged, nicely engaged. An idle mind is a devil's workshop, isn't it? Often repeated. If our mind is not properly fixed or engaged, then our mind will go this way, that way, and we will not be able to properly or successfully attain the desired goal. So this is being explained here. The translation I'm reading again. Hare Krishna. The foolish with the poor fund of knowledge cannot know the transcendental nature of the forms, names, and activities of the Lord, who is playing like an actor in the drama. Nor can they express such things neither in their speculations nor in their words. Yes. So the next verse, actually, we can read that for a few minutes. The next verse is explaining how one can understand the nature of the absolute truth. So text 37 is telling why one cannot understand. And 38 we can read Saveda Dhatu Padavin Parasya Duranta Virasya Ratanga Panehe Yomayaya Santataya Nuvritya Bhajeta Tatada Saroja Gandham. Translation: only those who render unreserved, uninterrupted, favorable service unto the lotus feet of the Lord, who carries the wheel of the chariot in his hand, can know the Creator of this universe in his full glory, power, and transcendence. The Prabhupada gives the following purport. Only the pure devotees can know the transcendental name, form, and activities of Lord Krishna, due to their being completely freed from the reactions of fruitive work and mental speculation. The pure devotees have nothing to derive as personal profit from their unalloyed service to the Lord. They render incessant service to the Lord spontaneously without any reservation. Everyone within the creation of the Lord is rendering service of the Lord indirectly or directly. No one is an exception to this law of the Lord. Those who are rendering service indirectly, being forced by the illusory agent of the Lord, are rendering service unto him unfavorably. But those who are rendering service unto him directly under the direction of his beloved agent are rendering service unto him favorably. Such favorable servitors are devotees of the Lord, and by the grace of the Lord they can enter into the mysterious region of transcendence by the mercy of the Lord. But the mental speculators remain in darkness all the time. As stated in the Bhagavad Gita, the Lord himself guides the pure devotees toward the path of realization due to their constant engagement in the loving service of the Lord in spontaneous affection. Tesham satata juktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam jainamam upayantite. Those who are constantly engaged in my devotional service with love and affection, I give the intelligence by which they can come to me. That is the secret of entering into the kingdom of God. Fruits of activities and speculation are no qualifications for entering. So we should stop to speculate, and we should stop to engage in fruit activities. Only pure devotional service. question, Bengali question, Russian language Telugu question, French question. Okay. Jai Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Jai Sri Prabhupada ki, Gaur Pimanandi.
As always, Bhakti Radha Swami Maharaj ki.